Yo, Big Catch back up in here. We about to go over why don't nobody in hip hop like Academics. First of all, that dude is the police, man. He carry himself like the police. He know way too much information just to be old degular dude, man. For real, bro. But yeah, we about to go over it. Shout out to Get Like Print. I never seen his channel, but we about to react to it. Y'all go subscribe, like. I will leave a link in the description. All that good stuff. Y'all know how it go. And yeah, y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
DJ Akademiks, one of the most controversial figures in hip hop. I promise you, during any time in hip hop.
Oh, this your boy. I do know his channel. I know who this is. I had to hear the voice. I forgot. I forgot I had saved this. Oh yeah. We know who this is. We know who this is.
People either gonna love.
We never reacted to his channel though, but let's get it.
Or hate DJ Akademiks. And it's really because Ak will speak his mind anytime he get into it with anybody. He gonna say how he feel, unless it's Drake. Yeah, Ak might be one of the biggest media platforms in hip hop, but he got a soft spot for Drake, and it's bad.
5 you smoking on Kendrick?
It's bad.
Cause my top 5 is Drake.
If we broke it off, then you know it wasn't painless.
In rap, the rest of y'all don't matter. It's Drake, Aubrey, Drizzy Drake, and Drizzy Marley. The rest of y'all don't matter.
Drake and Ak relationship is a real strange one, a real one-sided relationship if we really looking at it. But hold that thought, I'm gonna come back around to it. For years, Ak had been a real open fan about Drake. Anytime Drake was brought up in the Big 3 convo or really any rap convo, one person who was gonna ride for him was Ak. Ak was always gonna ride for Drake. But yeah, even though Ak is how he is about Drake, there was a point where Ak nearly sparked up some problems with Drake years ago, about 5-6 years ago. He was speaking to 40, a person real close with Drake, and he kind of put their whole convo on blast when he was specifically told not to.
I don't know if y'all know how much I be really holding y'all down. The conversation I had with 40, I probably shouldn't even told y'all, but I told y'all because who do I care about more, y'all or 40? Y'all. Okay, that's just what it is. Like, I could tell y'all after that conversation, me and 40, we talked afterwards, and he made sure I wasn't gonna say certain parts because, you know what I mean, Drake checked him. That's what it is, you know what I mean? But who do I care more about? Y'all or 40. So if y'all consider that a sellout, I put a relationship up for risk for y'all to give y'all some out.
Now we see why Drake don't mess. He feeding him from a long spoon. Now we see why he trying to get back in Drake's good graces. Yeah, so we ain't know about this one right here.
What? So, as I said, y'all gotta realize this telling y'all nobody would ever tell y'all in the industry.
But all these Drake situations got people looking at Ak like he was compromised. I mean, you heard what Kendrick said about Ak himself on 616 in LA. Kendrick said, yes, somebody's lying. I can see the vibes on Ak. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back.
First and foremost, let me say this. Ak is not compromised. I'll answer that off top. Not compromised. For anybody who is wondering, everybody, I've always made clear from day one of me covering hip hop that Drake is my favorite rapper. It's like if you like LeBron. Compromise with me just be flat out lying. Me just saying Kendrick Euphoria is garbage, which it's not. Me saying this is garbage. By the way, I kind of like the song. By the way, what's that sample? We gotta go really like sample digging, and also we gotta break down these lyrics. I don't know. There are many people that I'm realizing can't believe that there's a possibility or a realm where people actually do like Drake's music. They're acting like this is like I don't know. I feel like they almost want the entire culture to just like collapse on Drake, a guy who's been given music for like the last 15 years, being a soundtrack of people's lives. No, there are people who actually like Drake's music, like me. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's not being a fake, a fraud, or on his payroll or nothing of the sort. It's actually liking a nigga's music, liking the style that he usually raps with. There's nothing wrong with that.
We all know that this is false. He's been glazing for a long time, bro.
That's not being compromised. Compromise, as I said, would be flat out lying. You get what I mean?
You do be lying.
If you want to say it's compromise that I communicate with him, I would love to communicate with Kendrick too. Kendrick is secluded. He doesn't speak to the media. Like, that's not... I always tell every artist.
Kendrick don't want to talk to you, bro. And rightfully so.
They should speak with the media. Okay? And by the way, Kendrick doesn't have to necessarily speak with me. He could speak with, I don't know. I don't think none of that is compromise. I think compromise would literally be, I'm not being truthful about my opinion.
And when this started to really unfold, people were starting to think about the whole Drake relationship for real. People was thinking, what the hell done Drake did for you? Act was on stream one night and somebody brought it up to him. They got in a conversation, a little debate about the whole Drake relationship. And they said something to Act that was eye-opening, or at least should have been eye-opening. They was speaking to Act and it was like, you do all this riding for Drake. You do all this free promo for Drake. You the biggest media platform in hip hop. Yet you give Drake free promo anytime he needs. You do all this promo for Drake. You speak so positive on him. You do all of this, do all of that. What do he do for you?
You deem that for tickets to the concert. He 21 Savage had to get you them.
He didn't see it. He didn't see it.
Now, Ack, you see everything else you send to him. Now all of a sudden he didn't see it. Ack, he's treating you like how when a thoughts in a DM.
Stop.
Yo, I ain't trying to link her tonight. Keep it in the book.
That don't make him a like that.
Ack does though. Ack.
Yo, his man is killing him, bro.
That does, cause when he needs you, he'll send you DMs. He'll play old buddy with you, but he really don't. That's why niggas are treating Drake like this, cause he's a. How you showing him mad love? He don't show you no love. You think Drake shows you love?
Drake showed me a lot of love.
How? What's he do to show you love?
I got exclusive info.
That's not love.
What
do you do with that exclusive info? You say it to the world, you gas it up 10 times more. He's using you as a free a billboard, free promo. Showing you love is, yo, Act, I'm in the city. Here's 10 tickets to my show. Backstage, pull up. Yo, Act, pull up to the I got the overview. He sent Ice Spice to Jet before he sent you one. Act, you're the biggest media platform, Act.
What that got to do with Drake? He's the biggest rapper.
So Act, you're promoting him. You're making Act dropping ass music, but you won't say that because you're a #1 fan, my nigga. So you be like, yo, even ass you might get offline, might tell niggas yo, that shit was ass. But nigga, you get online, nigga can jump into it, doing backflips, nigga, all type of shit. That nigga can't give you no tickets to his show.
Bro.
Act, the first he should be hitting up when he tap.
Yo, when a nigga start playing with their hair and they braids, you know you got him. You got him. He getting cut right now.
In the city is you. Yo, I'm in New York. Yo, Act, I got how many tickets you need for my show tonight?
No.
But even though Act might have been in this Drake predicament, you also got to pay your respects to the man. He paved a lot of way for a lot of hip hop content you see today. Act was one of the first niggas on the internet really making these kind of hip hop commentary vids back before a lot of people was even doing it. And even though Act might be in some hot water sometimes, he do be getting the respect he deserved from time to time. Earlier this year, Complex did the whole biggest media platform in 2024 list, and guess who was #1? DJ Akademiks. Because if you really looking at it, he is the most powerful media platform in this space. Really think about it. People who might not be that in tune with hip hop most likely know who DJ Akademiks is because he got that much pull. So much of what goes on in hip hop has so much to do with DJ Akademiks. Think about some of the most iconic hip hop interviews. The XXX Tentacion interview, that got something to do with DJ Akademiks. The Migos situation where they was like, do you think I got left out bad in Bucci? DJ Akademiks. DJ Akademiks done had such an important role to play in hip hop. He know how to hold the audience and entertain people. Act know how to play the internet game better than a lot of these other niggas. He knows what to do and how to control the space. And Complex even spoke on that when they put him as #1 on that list. The unofficial birth of DJ Akademiks as the #1 figure in hip hop media came with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake rap war. If Budden was there a couple days later to help fans deconstruct the latest diss song between Dot and Drake, Act was the figure you celebrated with at the moment. It's the benefit, of course, to always being on, a tactic Act mastered over the years. Seemingly minutes after a diss song dropped, he would be streaming for audiences that numbered in the hundreds of thousands, listening live, adding commentary, spilling some tea, and reacting to everything going on. But just because some niggas on the internet respect him, just because he might get his props every now and then, that don't mean everybody respect Act. There was a point in time where he was getting into it with somebody real respected in hip hop, Nipsey Hussle. This was one of the first people who was really looking at Act crazy. I mean, someone as respected as Nipsey Hussle was mad at DJ Akademiks.
It's kind of because DJ Akademiks is a meatball to me. So he said stuff. He said some stuff about Chicago, rubbed me the wrong way.
He's a buster. He's a weirdo. Nick to whoop his ass in real life. He behind the camera. You gotta just let clowns be clowns, man. Like I was on Everyday Struggle, and I walked out just because, you know, I'm not a clown. I don't come from that world of like you make jokes about. We used to.
We can bleep this.
We used to up for trying to film fights.
Right.
In the hood.
Yeah.
What you doing with the camera? We gonna make you fight. Fuck with you, boy.
Yeah.
We ain't covering no drama. That's called instigating. What's up with you? Why you at it, nigga?
Right.
So, you know, niggas like him get weeded out quick. He got a little internet run he going on, but, you know, we just gotta let him self-destruct because he's on the path.
See, Act said himself that their problems kind of started back during his everyday struggle times. If you remember,
Y'all heard it. He gonna self-destruct.
Act was on the show. They would basically get on there and speak on anything going on in hip hop at the moment. And Nip came on the show, but he didn't want to do none of that. He didn't want to speak about no other nigga. He just wanted to get on there and speak about himself.
Now, I guess our producer shows him the thing and says, yo, these are the topics. Now, in addition to Tekashi getting a fight, talking about Birdman and his documentary, we were talking about some other things. I think Diddy, we were talking about a wide, but the rundown started with probably the biggest news of that day. Nipsey says to our producer, I ain't talking about Tekashi. I don't want to talk about it, period. Okay? He says, I don't want all the headlines from this interview to be Nipsey says this about Tekashi, okay? Clearly just trying to say it's going to be a bunch of headlines talking about what I just said about him, right? So our producer comes up, says, I ain't gonna lie, Nipsey don't want to talk about nobody. We look around and we're like, this is a debate. Again, we're not doing interviews. I was even I said we could cut the Tekashi topic because maybe he sees stuff online and he probably thinks I'm trying to bait him into a question. I was going to divert that whole conversation to, listen, you're from the West Coast. What's up with this checking in thing and who got to check in? Please let me know because this is important for people who are seeing everything unfold from.
But did Nipsey know you was going to divert the conversation into that? It's a difference. You could say all that now after the situation had happened, but did you let him know, like, okay, I'm going to act like we talking about Tekashi and then I'm going to divert the whole conversation to something else? He didn't know that. So you know what I'm saying? That null and void.
The weekend of NBA All-Star Weekend, and our producers told him it's not going to work, and I believe he politely left, okay? He didn't leave saying, you, whatever. Clearly, he seemed to be fine. So I thought I would never have to speak on that.
But that clip wasn't the only thing that Nip had said about Act.
I'm gonna call a spade, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing I get personally offended by, you got young kids that come from nothing, that change their family life, you know, that change their own life, that, you know, avoid death in jail through hip hop. You know, I had an issue with Complex that I was very vocal about because I felt they was taking a bougie approach to artists. And we don't. So for me, it's like, if you ain't come from hip hop culture, for real, if you don't come from where this thing started, if you don't come from the energy that created this thing and that people are drawn to this thing because of, be careful how you critique this thing, bro, because your opinion has not been validated.
Yeah.
Like, for example, they said recently that 21 Savage said that he stopped buying jewelry and that he gonna spend his money on investing. You know, that's a powerful message.
It is.
For
Absolutely.
somebody that people follow and that's from a young generation. And Akademiks criticized him. They said, I don't want to hear nothing but killing and I'm about to kill the ops. And I don't want to, I don't want to hear that from 21 Savage. That right there get you f***ed up.
That's cool talk.
Bro, that's the instigating I be talking about DJ Akademiks be doing, bro. He's not for the people, bro. He's not for the betterment of our people. He's only for himself and what he could do for his pockets, bro. That's why I said he's just like DJ Vlad. He's no different from Vlad, bro.
Oh, that's cool talk.
And we supposed to f*** up for that.
And for a while after this, the whole convo was in the air on people wondering what Ack and Nip really had going on. And this something that did leave a stain on Ack's career. This something people won't forget. Or another time he got into something serious with a rapper was back when him and Vic Mensa was going at it. Years ago, it really just started his time doing YouTube content. He had made a second channel called Warren Chirac, where he would be speaking on what was going on in Chicago.
If you could go back in time, would you make Warren Chirac again?
You know, I've grown. Was it appropriate? Probably wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't do it again just because I think we're dealing with mental illness in Chicago. And when you see people are kids, these people who are doing, like Ronald number 9 was like 17, doing drills and all that type of, it's easy to be outraged and also say, damn, how could you guys take a life so easily? But also you got to think about the cycle of mental issues that they're having, the trauma that they're suppressing.
See, people looked at Ack like he was starting problems in Chicago because he...
So I guess he started to mature later on after he done did it. Oh, I don't know, man. It's a little wishy-washy.
Kind of did have a part to play in the things that went on. You know how everybody call Reese the Grand Reaper? Well, guess who started that? DJ Akademiks. And when Ack sat down with G Herbo, someone from Chicago who been in the streets heavy, he brought up something real impactful. He was basically like, look, Act, back when you was doing this Warren Chirac shit and you was giving these people all these nicknames, it was really causing problems in Chicago. Her was basically like, people was jealous that Lil Reese had got the nickname Grim Reaper, and they felt like he didn't deserve it. They wanted to take the title from him. And it was childish things like that that went on in the streets that had a big part to play in the world of Chicago.
Man, I was saying that for the longest. Act voice was so powerful. It's like the young niggas that was growing up in Chicago, they wanted a name on his platform. What's the other dude who used to do commentary on Chicago, but he was out there in the field? I think his name was Big Z. I forgot his damn name, but he got killed or whatever. But yeah, these young niggas are dying to get on people's platform because that platform is gonna have your name out there ringing bells. Everybody wants the clout. Clout is the new money. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's, bro, he played a big part in it.
Chicago. And when Act doing this whole online documenting Chicago, making jokes about what's going on in the streets things on YouTube, of course it was gonna make the problems in the street worse. Of course it was gonna make what was going on in the Chicago nigga daily life worse than what it was. People was looking at Act like he was exploiting Chicago for views and money. They felt like Act wasn't there in Chicago. He don't have no part to play in nothing. So he really ain't have a reason to speak on anything, because they felt like he was just glorifying the situations and making it worse, like I said. And when Vic Mensa came on Everyday Struggle with Akademiks, they got into it on camera over the channel.
You felt you were a little bit repulsed by the fact that so many people outside the culture of Chicago, they hyped up the music not knowing that real lives were being affected. How do you feel about that?
I wanted to slap you in your face, honestly. I'm just seeing you here, so I'm like, this is a tame environment, so I would keep it to my words, but I really felt as if, exactly like you, sensationalized and made a following off of clowning situations that we go through in real life. And I think, you know, you specifically, like, you ain't never have a right. Like, whatever made you feel like a space to have a perspective on our people dying on a daily basis?
When I saw Drill, and you could definitely chime in. When I saw Drill was so hyped up by everyone. I had to give a different perspective, what that was for people to realize that's not cool. And whether you agreed with it, right? And again, you're very close, you're involved in it. Chief Keef didn't like me, Dirk didn't like me. I mean, I think they grew to understand that the content was not just negative.
But how did the channel come to be? Because I don't think Act's original intention was to stir up this many problems in the streets of Chicago. Act said in the Vlad interview that when he was coming up and making his YouTube videos, anytime he would speak on somebody from Chicago or a problem going on in Chicago, people would be mad at him and feel some type of way because he wasn't going into detail about the entire story. So he would see these comments so often, and he would see all these people speaking on how he need to go into more detail. And he was like, all right, it's a market for it. Let me get into this market. And that's when he made the move to make the whole channel just surrounded with Chicago topics. One of the biggest things Akademiks been in recent times is a lawsuit he was throwing to. This something that could ruin his life if it don't turn out right. Back in May of 2024, Act was sued for RN defamation. A woman named Zaya claimed that she had dated Act, and one day a few years later, he invited her over, and this is where everything went back. She said she allegedly got to his crib and was allegedly met by two men who she ain't know was gonna be there. While she was there, she claimed two men drugged her and gave her a lot of alcohol.
Bro, we heard the screaming in the back, like, yo, what's up with this case? He got a weird case. Why is he around?
And allegedly was R-ing her on Akademiks pool day. And before I tell you this, like I've been saying, this is all alleged, so you might want to skip ahead if you don't want to hear what I'm about to talk. Rolling Stone wrote, according to the suit, she claimed she was later woken up around 4 a.m. in the bedroom by DJ Akademiks, who was pulling her hair, prying her legs open, and R-ing her. And when these allegations came out, Act got on stream and responded to the whole situation.
Again, I can't talk about too much just because I've paid lawyers to handle court, and these people who are coming at me are hoping that I f that up by handling it on social media. The police wants nothing to do with this. They're saying there is no crime. The cops have said, peace. There ain't no crime that we could prove. That's what they've said. We're out of this. Do you know who's the lawyer? That person who really seen the money grab was really the Diddy stuff, and who was the biggest covering the Diddy stuff? That lawyer allegedly reached out to some people of mine saying, if Ack continues to doubt what we are purporting against Diddy, remember, we could file a lawsuit on him too. Let me tell you this about everybody in the industry. I'm gonna tell y'all all this right now. If Ack ever goes down, y'all all go down with me. because I hold no secrets for nobody.
Nino Brown is in this Nino Brown 2024, bro. Without the austerity. This is Nino Brown.
And this situation sparked up a whole new convo about Act that had the entire industry once again paying attention to him, but not for the right reason. See, the thing with Act, he might do good in the hip hop world, but it's a lot of bad that comes with him, which is why so much of the hip hop space feels so weird about him as a platform. And a good example of this is what's going on right now with him and ATL Jacob. See, back when Cardi B and Offset was going at it online, someone who kind of got brought into it was ATL Jacob. ATL Jacob was in the news heavy, and around this time, Act got online. He kind of dropped some lines about producers having opinions in the rap space. He was basically on some producers shouldn't speak on music or ain't really anything going on in the rap space, which do sound crazy, but this started a war between Act and ATL Jacob. And ATL Jacob and Act would get on Twitter and go to war. ATL Jacob tweeted at Act and said, "Hey, little bro, Akademiks, you sound dumb as hell. You said you can't have an opinion because you're a producer. What you think got me here? I got an opinion about every song I work on." Act responded, "You heard what I said. Shut up and make some drums. If you gonna backpedal every single time you speak out of the side of your mouth and get checked." ATL Jacob said, "Nigga got DJ in his name and talk the most trash. Shut up." Act responded with a picture of him and ATL Jacob sitting on the couch together doing an interview and said this: "You got amnesia or you just dumb? Why you ain't asked why I ain't a DJ when you traveled 1,000 miles from Atlanta to New Jersey to sit in front of me like a little boy interviewing for a job, gossiping about Future and them niggas trying to impress me?" ATL Jacob said, "Yeah, I pull up in Atlanta." Act responded, "Oh, you gangster now. This one got me. I'm finally terrified." But ATL Jacob wasn't having it. He would respond to Act saying that he was gossiping about Future and these other rappers. He said, "Fat F, Akademiks, I give you $250 cash to show me gossiping on any of my brother's personal lives." Akademiks responded, "You sound like a hoe trying to show out. No, I don't need your money. Go invest that in your career. I love niggas like you who gossip about their niggas Future, etc. to me. I'll explain on my stream." He also said, "I don't let no rappers talk no type of trash to me. Imagine a Metro Boomin wannabe ass nigga thinking he like that talking to me. But I can't stop." He also said now he revealed his hand that all the gossiping he did to me about Future is what he trying to make sure don't come out. Perfect. Thank you, bum ass nigga. ATL Jacob said, "Don't quote unquote explain stuff and make something up. Show the proof." Act says, "I ain't record our private convos, but everything I say if I'm lying."
You see how he be trying to get up under people's skin? He was trying to get up under bruh's skin. Lied on him. Said that he was talking about Future and them. Bro, 250, 250,000? Anybody want that? I don't care how rich you is. That's it. That's a little play right there. You talk, "Oh, I got money around it." You just made that up, bro. You sat up there and said that he talked about Future and he didn't, bro. Then he said you trying to be like Metro Boom. Like, bro, man, he know how to get up under people's skin if you let him.
Future will know I'm lying, right? Cause I ain't make something up and be accurate. And this went from these two niggas just arguing on Twitter to getting on the phone together.
"Hey man, what we doing? We fighting what? I fight. You know, I give you a fair one. We fighting what? What's up?" So now you don't want to fight. Now you don't want to. I'll fight you fair and square. I swear to God, nigga, on my kids, I'll fight you fair and square. We can do a fair one. What's up?
Oh, we can do that too. I'm just
all
telling
right. Come on, win. Okay,
bro, Nick. Hey,
I would send you a jet to the Clearport.
I'm not no can't fly me out. Come to Jersey like you came to Jersey, just like you did before. The same spot we could squabble. What?
He trying to get somebody in his house. Why would somebody come to your house? Then you got the right to boom, boom, boom. You got the right to do that. Why would somebody? This dude about to fly you out to the Clearport. Ain't nobody around. You ain't coming to nobody's house. Act. You got to stop thinking like everybody grew up like you, bro. Some people really grew up in the street, changed their life around, but they still could tap into that, bro. Now I don't know if ATL Jacob he grew up in the streets or not, but he sound like he ready to throw some hands.
What's poppin'?
You want to get gangster because you're on live?
No, I'm not even want to do that. No, I really want to explain. I ain't even trying to do. You the one to say you want to squabble, and like if we talk about this, fight,
bro. You been coming at me. This your third time coming at me. Talking about.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why.
Get your I for sure. Tell me what. Ain't nothing to tell me. If we ain't goddamn gonna fight, ain't nothing to talk about.
Yo, the same way how you pulled up to my spot, if you want to squabble, because I'm telling you right now that we could have an understanding. Don't you. And look, also, I'm gonna slander you until whatever you claim you finna do, you're gonna have to do. So we okay.
Keep going. I'm listening. Damn.
I know.
Look at your chance to speak. Keep going. All right. Well, then, until then,
He lived his life on live, bro.
I'm bring up case and keep bringing it up, man. When you gonna get that shit settled? When you gonna pay that girl her alimony, man?
You want to talk about? All right, no. So
when you gonna pay that girl her alimony?
Alimony, sir. Do you know what alimony is?
No, cause get what?
No. I'm asking. No. Do you know what alimony?
Hey, look, he from the hood. He said, look, hey, bro, he from the hood. He ain't from the street. He said, when you go pay her alimony? Oh, man. I'm going to tell you. They be laughing at Deleted because Deleted be saying irregardless. Hey, bro, I swear to God, everything I love. There's somebody in my family that say irregardless too, bro. That's why, hey, I feel it, man. We ain't got it all together, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got it all together.
What is? You don't?
No, because I'm not.
That got nothing to do with
shit, I don't know that. You would know that, I guess, because you're.
I'm telling you, Act never not gonna be in the news. Like anytime anything going on in hip hop or something got something to do with Act, you gonna hear about it and Act gonna have something to say about it. Like him and Meek Mill, these two been going to war over the past year and it's done left a crazy impact on Meek Mill career. I'm talking about he was beefing with Act and tweeting so much, Twitter just started to look at him like a clown and it was ruining his career. If you want to find out what really happened to Meek, check the video on screen right now.
He was diddled. Oh, wow. I probably gotta go back and check that out. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Man, listen, man. Act is about getting his money. Act don't care about nobody feelings, none of that. He already ready to switch up on Drake and Hey, that's my question. Do y'all think Act would switch up on Drake? Or do y'all think he gonna be glazing forever? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Big Kish signing out. Gone, man.